Hello, Priscilla. Thank you so much for taking time for VOA. Mingalaba.
Mingalaba, along Mingalaba. Thank you so much for having me here.
You are born in Burma, but then you moved to United States, and now you have been acting several movies in Hollywood.
Mhm.
So first of all, how you study acting in Hollywood, and if you can share us.
Absolutely. So I have always had such a pull towards entertainment, whether it be singing, writing, reading, anything in entertainment, music, acting, movies. And so growing up, I never saw anyone that was reflective of who I looked like. And so I never felt like I had the opportunity to even pursue this. So the fact that I'm able to do it now, I am so, so grateful, and timing is everything. Um, but the way that I started was, it's actually a really funny story. I was watching a few Korean dramas. I know they're very popular, but when I was watching them, I was looking at them and I'm like, wait a second, they're Asian, I'm Asian, I can do this. And so I did. I really started to take I kind of dabbled in it. I wasn't sure if I really wanted to do it, acting, because it is very hard. Like even prior to moving to LA and knowing more about Hollywood, I felt like really intimidated because we don't see people that look like us in mainstream media. And so I took a few acting classes in the DC, Maryland area, which is where I'm from. And from there, it was like this Pandora's box opened, and I'm like, wow, I can do this. This is amazing. I felt such a strong passion for it. And so within 3 months of deciding that I wanted to pursue acting, I moved everything to LA, and I've been here for about 6 years now. And I
Wow.
just hit the ground running, just trial by error. A lot of the stuff that I thought that I had mentally prepared myself for was a whole new ball game when I actually got to LA. And because I love acting so much and I have such a passion for it, I'm able to continue to do it and still have a drive and motivation for it. And so that's kind of
Was
how
it
it
your
all
childhood dream? Was it your childhood dream to become an actress?
my child my childhood dream was actually to be an entertainer, was to be a singer. But then, I shifted gears and eventually landed on acting. And I'm so grateful because I didn't know how fulfilling acting was and is currently. And so, my childhood dream kind of stayed in the same circle, but in a different focus.
Well, there are not so many people in Hollywood. Now you have been acting in several movies already. Uh, you must have also tried a lot. I mean, if you face any challenges on the way, what kind of challenges, you have been through and how you cope with that. And if you can also tell us if you face any challenges.
It's incredibly challenging, period. Pursuing a career in entertainment. That just generally, broadly speaking, it's incredibly challenging because um, the the sheer amount of actors that are out here chasing the same dream as me is exponential. And so that in itself is very tough. My personal experience has been especially challenging because I am of a minority group. And as you said, there are not too many Burmese people that have really hit mainstream media in Hollywood. And so one of the biggest challenges for me was just the fact that a lot of people, when I would tell them I'm from Myanmar, Burma, they'd never heard of me. Everyone assumes I'm a different ethnicity. But then at the same time, they tell me I'm not Asian enough. So when they want Asian people, they want a Korean, Japanese, Chinese looking person. And for me, it really made me question, like, where do I fit in? Because I'm not Asian enough, but I'm also not ethnically ambiguous enough. So it was very challenging, just even trying to um, get auditions or meetings with managers and agents, just to even take a meeting with me and to even give me a chance to prove what I have. So those are the very everyday challenges that you know, that happened in the beginning. And I would say the top tier of challenge that I experienced was just the constant rejection. Um, I could, let's say, out of 500 auditions that I submit, that I pour my heart and soul into, I might get a response from 500, 10 of them. And then from 10 of them, they're like, oh, we're interested in you. Can you clear your schedule? You clear your schedule. And then at the last minute, they are like, oh, we decided to go with a different actor, a different storyline. And so the booking rate is very, very low. And so you really have to, for me, especially, and just anyone that's pursuing anything in entertainment, or just even not in just entertainment, just in life, the resilience to continue to keep going
Mm,
has been incredibly
yeah.
challenging. And so it's really important to have a why of why you want to do this. And you actually touched on it earlier. And for me, one of my biggest reasons why I continue to push and put myself out here is because I do want people, young girls, young boys, not even just young people, older people, um, chase your dreams. There are people that look like you that are doing, trying to make a name for themselves. And I just want, one day when I'm in that huge movie theater and a little girl or a little boy looks up and sees themselves in me, I just want them to feel the motivation and the excitement and the opportunity that yes, they can do that too. So that's like the one thing, and that's a really strong why for me. Otherwise, it's incredibly challenging
Yeah.
pursuing.
Yeah, I can imagine that. And you said that the biggest challenge is rejection, that you did
Mhm.
not give up. You keep chasing for your dream, I
Mhm.
think. And
Yeah.
yeah, do you ever feel like, like, oh, this is so hard, I'm gonna give up? Or is there any time that, you feel like you don't want to go ahead because there are so many challenges on the way? Have have you ever felt that way, and how you cope with that, and try to stand up again and keep going on? Is there any kind of moment like that?
Yes, absolutely. Multiple moments over years of feeling like that. I always like to think of acting as a roller coaster. You have your highs when you're going up the roller coaster, and then you're going down, and it's like so low, and then it's a constant roller coaster of emotions, mental stability, mental strength. But for me, the biggest thing that has been so helpful is I really surrounded myself with other artists in a community that really understands me and supports me. I think you had spoken to my friend Dylan, who is a Burmese director. And so through him, I met more of a Burmese community and um, worked on a few short films with him. And so having his support and other artists around me has really helped me to continue to pursue this, because the rejection is incredibly daunting. It's emotional, it's mental, it's physical. And you think like, well, you're pouring your heart and soul into something that you don't know the outcome. I think that's probably one of the biggest challenges is like, let's say you go to school to be a lawyer, you do your undergrad, you take the bar, you pass the bar, then you do this, and then boom, you become a lawyer, assuming you pass everything. Acting is not like that. There's no, you get a degree, sure, in theater arts, but it doesn't mean that you're going to be in the next Marvel movie. Like, there's no guarantee at all. So that unknown is incredibly challenging. And for me personally, I've discovered that um, playing the guitar helps a lot. Songwriting, I, as an artist, those are the ways that I'm able to kind of release whatever challenges that I'm feeling emotionally and put it on paper and then turn it into art. And it's amazing because even the everyday person that is not in the entertainment field, we turn to movies to take a break from real life. We turn to music, and sometimes we listen to songs that will calm your spirit and stuff like that. So, in the same way that most people do, I find that to be incredibly cathartic and helps me to regroup and refuel myself for the next challenge.
So do you feel satisfied at where you are, or are you stay trying for a bigger dream? What would be your ultimate dream?
I feel like I am where I am supposed to be right now. However, I am still hungry for more. I feel like I haven't hit where I want to be. I mean, one of my dreams would be to be to have a my own TV show and to lead the cast and it revolve around my character. I would absolutely love that. I would love to shoot a movie with so many big directors and be a part of their cast and ensemble. So I'm still hungry. I'm still working. You know, there's a lot of discipline involved as far as, you know, just even keeping my body in tip-top shape, my vocals, my everything, just to be ready for when opportunity comes knocking. So I'm very much in it for the long haul. And while I'm grateful for everything that I've accomplished so far, I'm ready for more.
Well, I wish you for more success.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
And thank you so much for giving your time, and I really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. I had a great time.
Thank you.
Thank